The operational update regarding the Russian invasion on October 2nd. Glory to Ukraine. The 221st, 221, day of the heroic resistance of the Ukrainian people to a Russian military large-scale invasion continues. The enemy continues to focus its efforts on attempts to occupy the Donetsk oblast, hold the captured territories, as well as disrupt the active actions of the defense forces in certain directions. The enemy is shelling the positions of our troops along the contact line, conducting aerial reconnaissance. Attacks civilian infrastructure and civilian homes, violating international humanitarian laws and customs of war. There remains the threat of the enemy launching air and missile strikes on the entire territory of Ukraine. Over the past day, the enemy launched 4 missile and 16 air strikes, carried out more than 75 rounds of anti-aircraft fire at military and civilian objects on the territory of Ukraine. In addition, the enemy uses the Iranian-made Shad-136 unmanned aerial vehicle for attacks on infrastructure facilities. Last day, more than 30 settlements were damaged by enemy strikes. Among them are Bilohorivka, Bakhmut, Krasnohoivka, Maryanka, Vodiane, Trudov, Boyovlenka, Novokrinka, Oryiv, Zaliznikny, Ilinka, Nikopol, Blaodadivka, Mykolaiv, Okhakiv and Odessa. The situation in the Volyn and Polisia directions has not changed significantly. In other directions, the enemy continued shelling from tanks, mortars, barrel and rocket artillery. In the Seversky direction, in the areas of the settlements of Sirdina Buda, Fotaviz and Budka of the Sumy Oblast. In the Slobozhenskaya direction, in the areas of Vovkansk and Gaidish settlements of the Kharkiv Oblast. In the Kramatorsk direction, Hryhorivka, Bilohorivka, Verkhnokamiansk and Rozdolivka. In the Bakhmut direction, Soldar, Bakhmut, Bakhmutsk, Odradivka, Opytny, Yakovlivka, Uriivka and Novoslivka. In the Avdiivka direction, Avdiivka, Krasnohoivka, Opytny, Pervomisk, Maryanka, Novomikhailivka and Vodiane. In the Novopavlivskaya and Zaporizhzhia directions, the enemy inflicted fire damage in the areas of Novokrainka, Paraskabyivka, Prichistivka, Pavlivka, Neskakny, Shuktarsk, Velika Novozilka, Novoandriyivka, Zaliznikny, Hulyaipol, Hulyaipilsk, Poltavka, Novopil, and Vramivka. Areas of 28 settlements near the contact line were shelled by tanks, mortars, and barrel artillery in the South But direction. The enemy continues to suffer losses on Ukrainian soil as a result of the effective actions of the defense forces. It has been confirmed that the ammunition warehouse was destroyed after a fire attack on September 30 in the area of Chernihivka settlement of Zaporizhzhia Oblast and about 50 people were injured. Measures of partial mobilization, announced by the military political leadership of the Russian Federation, are ongoing. Since September 30 of this year, enemy military units based on the temporarily occupied territory of Crimea have been put on full combat readiness. Measures are being taken to disperse units. It is known about the formation of a motorized rifle division on the territory of the peninsula at the expense of the demobilized male population of the Autonomous Republic of Crimea, the Krasnodar territory and the Republic of Otogia. The arrival of about 2,000 demobilized persons to the point of permanent deployment of the 810th Separate Brigade of Marines based in the city of Sevastopol was noted. In the city of Budyanovsk, Stavropol Krai, about 5,000 people arrived for mobilization to the 205th Separate Motorized Rifle Brigade of the 49th Combined Arms Army of the Southern Military District. It is known that about 3,000 are stationed at the point of permanent deployment of the unit, the rest, in a tent town at the Nikolo-Alexandrovsky training ground. Combat training classes began with the specified personnel. During the day, units of the defense forces repelled enemy attacks in the areas of Kozakolopan, Vyimka, Bakhmutsk, Bakhmut, Veselodolina, and Pervomisk settlements. In support of the actions of the land groups, the Air Force of the Defense Forces carried out 29 strikes during the past 24 hours. the defeat of the enemy's stronghold, 22 areas of concentration of weapons and military equipment, as well as 6 anti-aircraft missile systems of the enemy was confirmed. In addition, our air defense units shot down 2 unmanned aerial vehicles. Missile troops and artillery struck 8 command posts, 10 areas of concentration of manpower, weapons, and military equipment during the day. In addition, 3 warehouses with ammunition and 2 S-300 anti-aircraft missile complexes fell into the affected area.